allowance for period 1st of May 2016 to October 2016, and also nearly 160,000 rupees as overseas mission, as per reply given in Parliament by the then Prime Minister. Whether he confirmed that these figures have been paid and find it normal.
Madam Speaker, the question is with regard to the previous board. Now the Honourable Member is asking about allowances that have supposedly been obtained. He should come with a precise question.
I'm asking for this member was a member of the previous board, and he pocketed 1 million rupees. This Santos boy. Public money. Ah, qui a les deux? Tu casses ça? L'argent public, ça pas pour toi. L'argent public.
Honorable Bhagwan, please sit down. I would once again remind honourable members that making provocative remarks is not a very decorous conduct, and it does not reflect on the credibility of the House. So please refrain from making these sorts of comments.
This amount, the sum which have been paid to him, I can table this, and reply given by Shani Jagrat, the father of the now Prime Minister Lampus. Can I?
Honorable Bhagwan, please sit down. Honorable Bhagwan, please sit down. Honorable Bhagwan, you have your question, you've asked your question. I have said that you should not, in between your questions, bringing elements which are not in line with your main question. I'm drawing your attention once again to this.
I table another document. This is the only case where one previous member, which had pocketed more than 1 million rupees, now, sur son site de Facebook, he is doing campaign for the MSM coming to the 1st of May. As a member of this ICT authority, I'm table again a document. Mr. Kaushik Janrandan, le dictat, appelle à la mobilisation et copie de ce code, mot, orange. Orange. So another copy for you. You can read later on for lunch. Can I, during lunchtime, can I ask the Honourable Prime Minister, I won't say Honourable, if a case has been lodged, if a case, what? You won't hear that,
No. I say, Honourable Bhagwan, please. Honourable Bhagwan, please sit down. I'm just asking you whether you made any unbecoming remarks on the Honourable Prime Minister, because it is out of order to make unbecoming remarks on any member of this House.
Honourable Prime Minister, I don't say right, Honourable Prime Minister. No. Can I, qui te dit mentir, moi? Eh, où qui mentir?
Again, I've said, don't make provocative remarks.
Last question. Can I ask the Prime Minister whether I have been informed that this member of the ICTA, which is a Santos boy, I'm saying again, a criminal case has been lodged against him at the Central CID on the 27th of February this year for threatening a journalist on his Facebook, on his fast Facebook, and he's continuing to do so. I'm sure he's listening, he's in the Capital Gallery here.
Madam Speaker, this honourable member has asked a question with regard to the composition of the previous board. Now he is putting a series of questions, tabling whatever documents with regard to, he said, allowances, missions, and so on, with regard to past boards. So he should know, he should learn how to ask questions and then ask supplementary questions. Now with regard to Ledo, I don't know, you drank Lizol this morning, that's why you are thinking like that.
Honourable Bhagwan, allow him to reply.
Dada. Now, with regard to this declaration that has been made, I'm not aware. I will check.
Yes, Honourable Utim.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Under the Information and Communication Technologies Act, the members appointed by the Minister must have statutorily required to have sufficient knowledge and experience in the field of information communication technologies. So may I know from the Honourable Prime Minister, what qualification does this Mr. Jadunandan have other than being a political agent?
Well, he is not the political agent. He has satisfactory knowledge to be able to be a member of this board.
Next question, Honorable Bhagwan.
Madam Speaker, in regard to part A of the question, the duties of Mr. PM, Senior Advisor at the Prime Minister's Office, are to advise the Prime Minister generally on matters under his responsibility and to perform such other duties as may be assigned to him by the Prime Minister. Mr. PM has not attended any official mission overseas since November 2016 to date. Therefore, the question of countries visited and cost of participation does not arise. Madam Speaker, in regard to part B of the question, Mr. PM sits on the board of 3 parastatal bodies, namely the Board of Investment, the Information and Communication Technologies Authority, and the Postal Authority. He is paid monthly fees as follows: Board of Investment, 25,000 rupees, Information and Communication Technologies Authority, 22,000 rupees, Postal Authority, 9,000 rupees. Mr. PM is also a director of the board of Air Mauritius Limited and SBM Holdings Limited and their subsidiaries. The remuneration of board of directors of these 2 companies and their subsidiaries is published in the annual reports of these companies and is therefore already in the public domain. Since November 2016 to date, Mr. PM has not undertaken any official mission overseas in his capacity as board member or director of these organizations. Therefore, the question of cost of participation does not arise. Madam Speaker, in regard to part C of the question, the reply is in the negative.
Can the Prime Minister, au nom de la transparence, table later on the total pay packet of Mr. PM, Mr. Prakash Maunthrooa, for his, as advisor, member of board, and also as board member or director of the other companies, which the Prime Minister stated is in the, as a listed company, mais au nom de la transparence, est-ce qu'il est disposé d'annoncer à la Chambre the total amount which is paid to him, Mr. PM?
Well, the question...
Honorable Bhagwan, you've asked your question. What the supplementary question that you've asked is not within the premise of this question. So you should come with a substantive question on this issue.
Madam Speaker, in his reply to PQ B1018, the former Prime Minister, on the 29 Novembre 2016, the then PM stated that Mr. PM was being prosecuted for a quite serious offense, and reference made to the famous Boskalis corruption case. How will the present Prime Minister reconcile the fact that in one case, a Minister of Government was asked to step down with respect to the famous Balcoulea case, and is now facing trial, and in this case, this senior advisor, Mr. PM, Mr. Prakash Maunthrooa, is facing trial for a corruption case, namely the Boskalis case. How does the Prime Minister reconcile the case when a minister was asked to step down in his own government and facing trial for corruption, and in this case, this one is tolerated? He is near the Prime Minister every day.
Madam Speaker, the case is before the court. There is the fact that he is facing trial. Fair enough. At the end of the case, then, of course, in the light of the outcome of that case, the decision will be taken. But God, you are not the one to give lessons. You are not the...
Honorable Balumudi. Now, Honorable Balumudi, I have uttered your names at least 5 times, and you seem to ignore the chair. I'm giving you a warning. If you continue to ignore the chair when you are called, I will have to take action.
They are the ones who have fielded a candidate in the past who have been convicted before the Supreme Court and the Privy Council of electoral bribery. 3 times you have fielded this candidate. Trois. Not only that, your own, not only that.
Order, please, Honorable Shakil Mohammed. Oh, you haven't finished?
I know.
You haven't finished. Okay.
Let me reply to this
Shakil
nonsense.
Mohammed,
Because there is also, he's talking about corruption and so on. Mr. Ajay Ganesh, accused of corruption charges relating to the renovation of his office. The case is still pending before the court. Bijanan Jari has already been convicted and is member of your party. So you don't come and teach us lessons.
Now, honorable members, let me tell you, once again, I would remind you, I am being very patient with all of you. I am reminding you that you should behave in the House in a way to heighten the dignity of the proceedings of the House. Please. Honorable Shakil Mohammed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Could the Right Honourable Prime Minister... Sorry, I was just used to the other one. So, I won't say wrong, the Honourable Prime Minister, could he please confirm to the House that during the time that Mr. PM has been advised at the Prime Minister's office until today, that he has not in any way gone to Amsterdam using his diplomatic passport, and if he could at the same time deposit from the government responsible for the territory of Amsterdam a document saying that this person, Mr. PM, has never set foot during the case concerning Boskalis in Amsterdam.
Madam Speaker, again, the question has been put with regard to missions that Mr. PM has attended since November 2016 to date. Now they're asking questions, well, can I confirm about whether he has been to Amsterdam ever? Now, you should come, why don't you put a question specific to that? Then I will reply, knowing that I won't be able to have the material or the information concerned. How can I reply to any question which is totally irrelevant to this one?
Honorable Babu.
Madam Speaker,
Order.
can the Honourable Prime Minister inform the House as to whether the advice of the State Law Office was sought prior to the recruitment of Mr. PM as senior advisor, given that he has a case of bribery lodged against him?
I don't need to get the advice of whoever before recruiting an advisor.